Hello and welcome back to Professor Layton in the Unwound Future. And last episode we played through the 8th chapter of the game, and today we'll be playing through Chapter 9, The Master of the Towering Pagoda. So, let's head in that direction, which is over across the Iron Bridge. I said across the Iron Bridge. And still, oh wait, no, oh right, we're going to, yeah, we have to go back to Chinatown to get there. I did not want to go backwards, I wanted to go forward into Chinatown, like so. Hey, remember when we spent like an hour running around this place talking to every single person when it turned out all we had to do was tell this guy's wife that he wasn't coming home for dinner or whatever? Yeah, that was fun. Not. Okay, well, let's head through Chinatown, and this is the Towering Pagoda. Right here. Back again, I see. We heard that Mr. Layton had returned. That's true. That being the case, I assume you'll let us through this gate? Fine, I have no objections. Well, that's not entirely true. There is one minor issue left. When the boss gets back, he told me not to let anyone through the gate without solving this puzzle first. Sure thing. No one has ever solved the impassable gate. Give it a try if you dare. If you make it to the top, I'll let you pass. Slide Professor Layton and Luke into the top square to solve this puzzle. Okay, well, we've gotten pretty good at these up until this, over the course of the past 3 games. We've gotten pretty good at these puzzles, so this shouldn't be too bad. I'm gonna hide you over to the left for now, because I feel like we're gonna have, because everything's currently on the left-hand side, I'm gonna try to push it all to the right, so we can try to get them out of there. So, no guarantees this is gonna work, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try to put you here, and then hide you over here, and I'll just put you in the corner for now. And then you will line up perfectly right there, so that snaps together really nicely. But a better hiding space would be if we put you up here, because then you're way out of the way. Because we need to get that the middle pathway has to be clear for the Layton and Luke piece to get up to the top. Oh, actually no, better idea, better idea. Okay, Plan B, new and improved edition. I messed up. Okay, so what we got to do is instead we're gonna hide you up. We're gonna hide you there, put you up there temporarily. We're just gonna keep you there temporarily, just so I can get the green piece back to where it was before. And then now we can get the yellow piece up over in this direction. And now we can finally start shifting things around, because you want to try to get things into a circular pattern so you can kind of shift around the circle. So we're going to do this, slide you all the way to the left, put you down here, and then get you over here. And then we'll hide the green piece in here, the orange piece in here, and we have a straight shot to the top of the puzzle.
I have a good feeling about this one. Well, that's settled.
Whew, that was probably the hardest sliding puzzle we've had to do in a long time. That was tough. Whew. Seems the boss is right on the money. You must be the guest he's been waiting on. Wonderful. Where can we find him? He'd head down the street to the pagoda. I wouldn't keep him waiting if I were you. Head to the Towering Pagoda. Alright, let's go. The Towering Pagoda's not far now. Finally, the Layton from your time and the one from mine will meet each other face to face. That might be tough, seeing as how our professor's not here. Huh? Huh? Where's the professor? You lost it. Yup, he's getting replaced by Don Powell. He is absolutely getting replaced. Oh, they're gonna pull the same trick they pulled in the last game. Because of course they are. But he just solved the puzzle that got us past the gate. Yes, and then we walked through the gate together. He was a bit ahead of us by that point. I think he might have waited before he vanished. But where did he go? I'm not sure, though he was smiling as he dashed off. But why? My question exactly, his actions always have a purpose, but I can't see why he'd run away. Hey, Flora, there's a slip of paper stuck to your back. Oh, good God. How embarrassing, someone must be playing a prank on me. There's something written on it in the professor's handwriting. Let me see, it says, go on without me, I'll catch up with you soon. He's never led us astray before, so I think we should do as he says. I agree, this is probably all part of some brilliant plan. No, you're walking right into a trap. What? He's been replaced by Don Paolo. None of you realize that? You're all walking right into the middle of a trap. What are you doing? Hey, what are you lot doing back here? We're just on our way to the Towering Pagoda, not that our business concerns you. Not so fast. You're one of the fellows behind the incident at the casino, aren't you? Let's say I am. What would you do about it? I'd get my boss Schmelmy to give you a knuckle sandwich if only he hadn't gone off to the bathroom. Well, excuse me, lucky for us he's not here. We'll just be going now. If you run off, I'll make sure my boss squishes you like a bug when he finds you. Duly noted. Wait, one more thing. Solve this puzzle. That is the lamest transition into a puzzle I've ever seen. This finish line photo of a race has been cut into strips, which were then mixed up. The runners finished the race in the order in the photo. Who came in third? Circle. Okay, so we just gotta de-scramble the order in which this was all. Oh, good God. Okay. So clearly the key here is going to be the animals. Because, like, for instance, we know that this one comes after this one. I thought I opened the memo screen. Hold on. Let's get rid of the circle. Restart. This one comes after this one because the head of the bird here would attach to this bird, or the body of that bird right there. So, now we just need to find... We need to look for a beak for this bird, which would be, right here. Okay, so, and is there anything that gets cut off here? There's this. There's the back of this girl's hair, which I think lines up here. And then there's another bird, but there's no head. Okay, so the order so far... Okay, so I think we got most of this done. So, it's gonna be... This is the first one, the second one, the third one, the fourth one, which then by process of elimination means that this has to be the fifth one. So now that we know that, H came in first, I came in second, and F came in third.
This puzzle has met its match.
There we go.
I was right on the money.
Good eye. F came in third by a nose. Darn, you saw my puzzle. We really don't have any more time for the scene, so let's be heading to the pagoda now. Fine, but just remember you got lucky. If my buddy were here, you'd be the one getting bossed around right now. Are you finished? This isn't over, mark my words, you'll get yours. Cool story, bro, but we kinda gotta get to the tower.
I hope we find the professor soon. Poor thing. You're just lost without him, aren't you, Luke? You're a fine one to talk.
Sorry to keep everyone waiting. Let's be off.
You're walking into a trap. That's not the real Professor Layton. How can none of you see this?
Where did you go? 1 minute you were there, and the next you'd vanished.
My apologies, Luke. I just needed to check something. But enough about that. Come along, everyone. The towering pagoda is just steps away.
At last, we're here. And somewhere up there is the future Professor Layton.
Perhaps, and perhaps not. I suspect this whole affair may be more complex than we originally thought. Yes.
Oh?
Yeah, future Luke knows something's wrong here. Future Luke knows something's very, very wrong here. I suppose it would be too much to wait for the door to be open. Let's see, the eyes of this dragon seem to be the key to unlocking this door. Sounds like a puzzle. Let me handle it, Professor. I'll have the door open before you know it. Puzzle number 90, the eyes of a dragon. This dragon's eyes aren't spheres, but dodecahedrons. This means that each eye is a 3D object constructed from 12 pentagons. Though one of the eyes is already made, the other one still needs to be assembled. Which option, A, B, or C, will create the exact same eye when folded together? The exact same eye when folded together. Okay. So we have to combine all those together. What would be the difference that we're looking for here? So this requires me to visualize all this with all the things. I don't really feel like doing that. I'm gonna use my hint coins on a hint. There are 3 options. Look for the differences between them. Very helpful, game. Very helpful. Let's see. Let's look for the differences. There basically are none. That was the answer there. So I would have to manually construct these together by hand, and I don't feel like doing that. So, you know what? I don't really care. I don't have the patience to visualize all of the different possibilities here. So we're just gonna try them one by one until one of them works.
Here's my answer.
Wait, I don't care about the final picker-out score.
I knew
Or we're gonna get lucky on the first try. I was gonna try all of them one by one until eventually one of them worked. I did not have the patience to sit through all of them, especially when the hints are as useless as that. Great. All set. Smashing work, Luke. There's no time to celebrate, you two. Let's head in. Go to the pagoda's top floor. Okay. Sure thing. Now, what's this contraption here? It appears to be a peculiar set of goggles. I think they're too big for my head. Let me see them. Ah, this is some sort of personal projection device. Personal what? Think of it as a television for one, Luke. Only the wearer can see the image inside. I wager there's a puzzle in these goggles that only the wearer can see. I'm sure solving it is the only way to get through this door. Now that's high tech. This should fit me comfortably. Let's have a look. What do you see, Professor? Taking this glass make it look like a bug, a robot bug. I think something's coming into focus here. These two circular images show what you're seeing through your right and left eye. The images were originally the same, but one of them has now been flipped right, left, and spun around an unknown amount. The shapes are the same as in the original image, with the exception of one which has been changed slightly. Circular shape that's different. Okay. So, step 1. Erase all the shapes that wouldn't be affected by that rotation. So not you, not you, not you. Not you. So now we're left with... And these should be easy to spot. So... I think it might be this one. Because... The rest of them... The rest of them look like natural flip... Like, they're flipped around naturally, and then if you spin it around, this lines up. But this isn't rotated the appropriate amount to line up with that in conjunction with how the rest of them are rotated. So... are these circles not... Do I have to circle it over here? Okay, there we go.
Let's see if I've got this right.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Settled.
So, wait, is this the final episode, then? Because every single game up until this point has had a gauntlet of final puzzles in some massive tower. But there also wasn't a puzzle lock on the door. By which I mean, you haven't solved 80 puzzles yet, so... Odd.
It was totally worth it. Thanks to you, the door's unlocked. We're clear to press on.
Well, let's keep on moving ahead. Up the staircase.
What a gloomy place. You think so? I actually like how there are dragons everywhere.
Now we have to bypass you two. And you have a puzzle for us. So you're the scoundrel that bullied my poor underling. It's going to cost you, lad.
Look who went crying to his boss. I've never seen such bravery.
Quiet, you. What was I supposed to do back there? I was outnumbered.
There, I understand. You're a smart fellow and you knew you had no chance of stopping us. So you got your big lug of a boss to do the dirty work for you.
Sling all the insults you like, boy. Believe you me, if the boss allowed Bland to the pagoda, I'd have pounded you one already. Since I can't do that, I'll suck at you with a vicious puzzle.
Would you like me to take care of this one, Luke? Don't trouble yourself with this riff-raff, Professor. I can handle whatever he's dishing out.
A couple of rapscallions have hidden some stolen goods in a cave. To protect their stash, they're planning to seal off the entrance with some wood. To do so, they need to cut the board shown below into 2 equal pieces where should the thieves make their cuts. Right here. Because then that gives you 2 equally shaped L pieces, or semi-L shaped pieces, like that.
Allow me to present my solution. Well, this is a vexing development.
Or not. I didn't want to quit, good God, I didn't want to quit the goddamn puzzle game. Please, just let me, okay. What did I do wrong? Oh, did I not close the loop? Great, I didn't close the loop, phenomenal, outstanding.
Allow me to present my solution.
Great, I still understood the logic of the puzzle, so I'm not gonna lose any sleep over that. I don't really care, just get me out of this freaking tower. Oh, good God, okay. Lucky the boss, yeah, whatever, I don't care. Just get me to the top of the tower.
They're all bark and no bite. Come on, everyone, we've got places to be.
I'm just waiting for the moment when they actually reveal that, I guess we have to solve another one. Okay.
It's very disorienting. It's hard to know which way we should head.
It seems as if we've hit a dead end. How do you think we should proceed, Big Luke?
Maybe there's a hidden panel on one of these walls we have to press to open a door in here. Close, but not quite. If my guess is correct, the door out of here is hidden in the dark over there. But we can't just rush headlong into the dark. There's no telling what traps could be set there. Ah, now I see what you're getting at. Are you saying this room is the puzzle, Professor?
That's right, Luke. And I'm about to solve our way out of here. 16 circular rooms are arranged in a square below. A beam of light shines in a straight line from each of the 4 letters A, B, C, and D, and exits through each of the 4 yellow arrows. 2-sided mirrors in 4 of the rooms reflect the beams. Each beam passes through the number of rooms listed below its letter. Identify which 4 rooms contain mirrors and the direction each mirror faces by tapping the rooms. Oh, this sounds like so much fun. Okay, well... First one seems pretty easy. Put a mirror here, and then that reflects the A light directly into here, passes through 5 rooms. B has to go through 4, which means we have to put the mirror here, because then that'll pass through 4 rooms in that direction. Which means that C... Actually, wait. Is it really that easy? C already goes into one of the lights. One of the exit arrows, which means that to get D through 8 rooms, 1, 2, 3, we have to reflect it. Oh, it's a 2-sided mirror, so it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so then we just need to put another mirror here, and that should seal the Oh, wait, we gotta put one here first. That should seal the deal, right? Maybe?
Let's see if I've got this right.
There we go. Okay.
Oh, that's settled.
That is indeed settled. That was pretty clever. Puzzle number 3 is now in your puzzle index.
It seems my theory was right on the money. This way, everyone.
Okay. Let's keep going upward and onward. I'm hoping we're almost there.
Plus, I think this may be the top floor. It must be close now.
Oh, this room looks like a bucket of fun.
The future professor's quarters are most likely on the side of that door. But how are we supposed to make it over that huge gap? Does anyone else think it's full of like a giant slide puzzle? An astute observation, it seems the foundation under our feet is yet another puzzle for us to solve. The future Layton shows a flair for the dramatic. That does seem to be the case. Now to get started on this puzzle.
Great. The dragon bridge. The bridge is out. If you don't find a way across the room, you'll be unable to continue on. Can you figure out how to put the 4 pieces of the dragon bridge back together? You can't walk through the spike balls, so you need to deal with that too. Okay, so in that case, we have to form a bridge in the middle and then get the spike ball to either the left or the right. Oh boy, this. All right, well let's get the spike ball out of the way first. So let's move you here, move you down, and then we can move you out of the way and then get you to the right. So now that's out of the way for the time being. I don't even know where to what the. God, okay, maybe if I. There goes again, I was finding input. So, at this point, I just want to get the ball out of the way. So let's just get you there and put you down there, so you are completely out of the way, and I don't have to worry about you at all for at least for the time being. Actually, no, better plan. Put you on top of this block. Actually, no, let's restart and do this all better. So put you there, put you up there, put you in here. I'm gonna put you here. And put you, I say, if the game will respond to my inputs, which it really doesn't want to do a lot of the time because this game is so well made. Then we'll hide you over there, because now that we've done that, it allows me to slide this over to the right, put you up here, and then put you up there, so that I can slide you here and then slide you in there. So now we have the starting piece to the puzzle. So this is how this is how it's meant to start, and then put you down here. Move you down here, slide you out of the way so I can get this up to the top, and then slide you into place to complete the bridge puzzle.
I've got this right.
Oh my god, that was hell.
Few things satisfy like a puzzle solved.
That was actually hell. Oh my god, that was bad. That was really okay. Hopefully that's the last puzzle before we get to the final room, because that was something, let me tell you.
There, safe across now, everyone.
Great, let's go across, enter Layton's office. Alright, stand back, I'm going to open the door.
Be careful, who knows what that future Professor Layton has planned for us.
Excuse me, you there!
Welcome, Herschel Layton.
I demand an explanation.
Are you really Professor Layton?
Yes, of course. Don't you recognize your old friend?
I don't know. Something about you seems off.
Surely you recognize yourself, Herschel. Misfortune, our fortune, is a result of your ambition and genius.
What is it, Professor?
You've put on quite a show, but it's clear to me that you're nothing but a charlatan.
Oh, is that so?
Professor, what tipped you off?
Yes, what indeed? I'm all ears.
You, sir, are a fraud, and I intend to expose you for the imposter you are. That's a funny joke coming from you.
Fascinating. Do continue. Luke, would you be so kind as to solve a quick puzzle for me? Right now, Professor, but I'll be kind of in the middle of something.
Sure thing. Okay, puzzle 95 looking up. A pile of blocks has been carefully stacked. The image below is a view from the side. The perspective it is also rotated in an unknown direction. Gravity is acting on the block, so any block not touching the ground or a block below it will fall. When you're looking at the blocks from the correct angle, which direction A, B, C, or D is up? Okay. So, basically we just have to find... We have to look for any blocks that would fall. Okay, well, obviously... So, obviously it can't be B, because this green block right here would fall, so B's out. It can't be If the game will respond to my input, that'd be great. It can't be B. So that's one of the options eliminated. If we try putting C at the top, then these two would fall, so it can't be C. So is it A or is it D? Let's retry. It can't be A because this would fall, which means it has to be D.
How about this? No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
You got it. D is indeed up. Yes, the boy is quite bright, but way on that. But what does that have to do with anything?
I'm getting there. But first, a question. I have a pen in my pocket. It's either red or blue. Which is it?
What a terribly uncharacteristic query for you to make. There's no logic for me to work through. I'm not a mind reader, and I refuse to guess blindly. How can I solve your puzzle without a single hint?
So in other words, you have no idea what color the pen in my pocket is.
Of course not.
That's funny. Oh. Luke, what would happen if you removed the bottom row of blocks from that structure I showed you? The rest of the blocks would fall down, I suppose. That's right, those blocks in the middle of the structure don't float in midair. Only by resting on the blocks beneath can those blocks stay elevated. If you were really me, you would have lived through this very moment before. Therefore, you should know exactly...
Wow! Oh, game!
Remember those blocks, each sits on top of the next. When you remove one, everything on top of it goes tumbling down. It all makes sense now!
So that was already. What color is the pen in your pocket?
There was never any pen to begin with.
I had a feeling you were behind this, Dr. Stun Gun. Or, should I say, Dimitri Allen?
An impressive deduction. Does anything ever get past you, Herschel?
Future Layton turns out to be Dimitri Allen, the famous scientist renowned for his research into time travel technology. Dr. Stun Gun is really Dimitri Allen, one of the scientists involved in the time machine explosion 10 years ago. Because of course he was. Didn't I predict he would end up being the villain in, like, the first episode? Because that's just this game for you.
Hats off to you, Herschel.
So you're the one who's been kidnapping scientists under my name. But why?
Have you ever tried to build a time machine by yourself? It's a Herculean task, and by pinning the blame on you, I could disguise myself as one of the poor scientists who vanished. Conveniently, that also provided an excellent way to lure you here. After all, the virtuous Herschel Layton would never stand by as someone sullied his good name. Sure enough, you came running, and faster than expected at that.
You're a real lowlife, you know that?
So why me? You could have chosen anyone to be the scapegoat.
Oh no, it had to be you. You see, you play a critical part in the completion of my time machine. Or rather, your memories do.
What are you saying?
The best part is that I've already got what I need from you.
Of course. So that strange device.
Finally catching on, eh? Those glasses you put on were a cognitive capture
What?
of my own design. In layman's terms, a memory recorder.
What? A
But what use could you possibly have for my memories?
memory recorder? Oh my god. This game just doesn't stop.
Why, they provide me with data, of course. Your memories contain all the information I need to recreate that fateful day's experiment.
And the hits just keep on coming.
Which day?
The day I lost everything that mattered to me.
I still don't understand what you're getting at.
I'd imagine you know quite a bit about loss yourself, Herschel. I'm talking about Claire.
Claire.
As you know, time travel is based on movement through wormholes. One end of the wormhole is anchored in the present, but every wormhole also needs a point of origin. And to find this point of origin, one needs data. Both you and Bill had substantial interactions with Claire on the day of the accident. Using your memories of those interactions, I will triangulate the point right before her death. Of course, finding a wormhole's point of origin is no easy task. If my calculations were even the slightest bit off, I could be trapped. forever.
Then why take the risk? What do you stand to gain?
Everything. You see, like you, Herschel, I loved Claire.
So you intend to travel back through time and save her?
Surely you wouldn't stop me. After all, haven't you wished for this yourself?
Nothing can excuse the kidnapping of all those scientists. Not even this, Dmitri.
You disappoint me. I had hoped a rational man like yourself would understand that the ends justify the means.
I don't see it that way.
Then what's your next move? Turn me into the police? I'd like to see you try.
You're mistaken in thinking that I came here to report you to the authorities. I'm here to put an end to the schemes of the man who dragged my good name through the dirt. Ha, that's a lovely sentiment, Herschel, but you seem to have forgotten one key detail. The towering pagoda is my stronghold, that means you're on my turf. I have more than enough men here to overpower you. Look here.
What?
This 18th century relief illustrates our situation perfectly. It displays two warring factions of 5 troops. The stars indicate the strength of each troop. Your side is more or less accurately represented by the red and mine by the grey. It should be fairly clear to you who the victor will be. The grey side has more powerful troops. No way red could win. Exactly, your friend has a good head on his shoulders, Herschel. Personally, I think it's a bit premature to praise him in this case, Dmitri. From what I can see, our troops wouldn't lose the fight, provided the battle is fought one-on-one. Sounds to me like you simply don't wish to admit defeat. Each troop will engage in one what is...
Sure thing, we're doing this now. Each troop will engage one troop from the other side in one-on-one combat. Pair each of your red troops against one from the opposing gray forces. Your troops are marked with an icon of Professor Layton. The strength of each troop is represented by the number of stars on its banner. Range of forces of the red side avoids defeat. When you're ready to summon your answers, tap OK to proceed. What? The red side avoids defeat, not the red side wins, because we can't win. That can't happen. But I can tie this. That I can do. I can tie this, because if I leave... Because one... That's guaranteed to be a draw. I can shift 4 down to 3 to make that a win, and 3 down to 2 to make that a win. So that's 2 wins and 3. That's 2 wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses. So this should result in a draw.
There, each side wins 2 fights and loses 2 fights and ties 1. It's a perfect draw. Of course, what the red side lacks in the strength of its troops, it can make up for with strategy. Your logic has impressed me once again.
Very nicely done, Herschel.
Give it up, Dmitri!
Give it up? Oh, no. I'm just getting started.
Who is that?
Bill Hawks.
As you can see, my hostage here is something of a big shot. So I wouldn't try anything funny if I were you.
You're a monster!
What? Sure. Let's go with it. You know, I had hopes for this game. It seemed like they were actually taking the story more seriously, trying to create more in-depth mysteries, characters. And then they just threw their hands up and said, I don't know, frickin', oh god, this, okay, sure.
And then we're trapped!
I hate to disappoint you, but it seems you've failed to ensnare the genuine article.
Professor? How'd you get there?
Just what is going on here? Why are there 2 of you?
Which one is the real professor?
What?
If he's in here...
Then where's the real professor?
This is getting far too complicated.
Listen to how not shocked I am. I'm so not surprised by this, even I just, why?
Does he have to impersonate someone in every goddamn game? Logic goes out the window in every situation.
Okay, let's keep going.
Yeah, what's going on?
Take note, Luke. A true gentleman never plays his ace in the hole until absolutely necessary.
Hey, Layton, here's an idea for you. Why don't you quit it with the lectures and get me out of here?
Help us, Professor!
Be patient, Luke. I just need to find a way past this lock.
Whatever. I don't care anymore. I don't care about the story anymore. I'm just here for the puzzles at this point. The cell door will open if you simply press the right button. Here's how to find it. Think of the buttons as squares on a grid. From wherever you start, move from one square to another in the direction dictated by each symbol. A star means go left, a moon means go right, a sun means go down, and a drop of water means go up. There's only one button you can start from and reach all the others by following the rules listed above. Press that button and then tap submit. Okay. This sounds like a lot of really fun trial and error. Would the hint be so kind as to tell me where to start? No, it would not. Because... Okay, great. So... I just have to try every single one. This is gonna be so much fun. Okay. Reach all the others. So we have to hit every single one. We're gonna be here forever. Okay, let's... So this goes in a line like this. Obviously. So we have to come down here to reach it. Which means we have to... Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. This is easy, because we have to start here. Because we have to... These moons mean we have to go in a line like this. Wait, do I have to draw a line? Oh, no, I just have to pick where we start. Okay, so it goes like this, because... And then from there, it maps this out like this, which then hits every other square like so. Because in order to go in a line like that, we have to come from up here, and the only way to come from up here is to come from there. So that was actually way easier than I thought it was going to be.
Let's see if I've got this right. Just as I suspected.
Correct! Once you realize that all the squares are leading you to the same endpoint, the start is easy to figure out. It would seem the tables have turned on you, Dimitri. Given your penchant for logical thinking, I'd say you're deluded for the current situation. Look around you in case you haven't noticed you're deep within the family's headquarters. I need only say the word and my men will come rushing to my aid. You underestimate me too. So wait. So, where's the real Layton in this universe? None of this makes any sense. How did everyone get tricked into thinking that you were the freaking... How would that have ever worked? God, my brain. You think I'd be so naive as to set foot in your base without a plan of my own? Meaning? This building is fascinating in its complexity. I saw plenty of spots where one might consider a trap or the like. On my way here, I set up a few diversions of my own. Call for your henchmen if you like. I bet most of them will have their hands full for at least a few more minutes. Clever Herschel, very clever. Come on, boss, we gotta run. It seems I must concede defeat today, but this is far from over. I look forward to seeing you when our paths cross next. What? This isn't the end? They're much faster than I imagined. There's no chance of us catching them. Oh no. What's wrong? Dimitri and his men managed to abscond with the Prime Minister in the midst of all this commotion. How in the hell? Oh my god. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Dimitri's activated an alarm. Family members from the area are going to flood this place before long. There's a distinct possibility we may have to find our way out of the tower in Pagoda. But didn't you take care of Dimitri's hemption on the way in, Professor? Not quite, I'm afraid. What few reasons I managed to set up would only buy us a few more minutes. The path we took on the way in is most likely swarming with family folks now. I only hope us to find some sort of emergency escape route. Dimitri is a prudent man. He may have one hidden in this room somewhere. We must search this place thoroughly. Are we really gonna find a secret? Ah, there's a trapdoor! Of course there's a trapdoor in the desk! Why wouldn't there be a trapdoor in the desk? I'm glad my hunch was right. Let's still take it out of here. And why are you... Oh, there's so many... I honestly don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start. There's so many different degrees of bullshit to this, I don't even know where to start. It's like, my brain wants to pick apart every aspect of this, and it's just like, I want to start here, no, I want to start here, no, I want to start here. Puzzle number 97, a blind escape. In the dark maze of tunnels below, you can't turn unless you hit a wall. Following this rule, you need to reach the goal without taking the same path twice or running into any dead ends. Which route should you take? Draw a line. How long have I been recording for, by the way? I've been recording for almost an hour. That is, okay, great. Okay, so we have to, back to this, dark maze tunnels, can't turn unless you hit a wall. Okay, so we start there. Are we do we have to go to the right start, or can we go any direction we want? I guess it's, I hate it when the memo doesn't allow me to actually draw a line from the end. That's really freaking annoying. Like, I guess maybe, can I just draw, okay, so I can draw a line anywhere I want. Unless the game decides to not respond to my inputs, in which case, screw it all, I guess. Okay, so if I go down here, hit a wall, hit another wall, wall, please, game, what are you doing? Please, game, do it. Does it have to be, it has to be one contiguous line, are you kidding me? Okay, fine. So I'll go up here, I'll just keep going until, I'll just keep turning at every wall until I, no, don't go that way, go this way. Wait, does that work? No, we haven't hit a wall yet. We have to keep going until we hit a, what the hell? What? Oh, this game's controls, I swear to God. Just go up. Okay. No, don't stop. No, don't go that way. Go this way. Hit a wall. Go down here. And is that correct?
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Great.
Few
Phenomenal.
things satisfy like a puzzle solved.
Great escape. You found the way out.
The passages below are too narrow for all of us to move through at the same time. If we wish to get out of here quickly, we'll need to split into 2 groups.
I don't like it, but it seems we have no choice. Now, who shall I take with me? You're always gonna be the gentleman this time, but let me escort the young lady.
Sorry, but I prefer you're coming with me, Don Paolo. Very well then, Flo and I will break off. You can go with the professor and help him keep an eye on Don Paolo. Little Luke, trade with me. I want to be in the professor's group.
Sure, we'll see each other soon enough. Go with Big Luke and we'll meet back at the hotel.
Alright, our groups are set. Let's get moving. Ouch, what did I just run into?
Let me guess, a wall? Let me feel. This might actually be a door.
Oh yeah, it is. There's a handle here. Phew.
Great, now where are we?
We're at the bottom of an emergency stairwell. There should be a way out of the building here somewhere.
Okay, let's just keep moving then.
This one should take us outside.
Oh, look at that, we made it out.
Somehow. The family's bound to have men in the vicinity. We need to put some distance between us and the pagoda.
You mean to tell me that this area isn't swarming with guards? Seriously?
I still don't understand why Don Paolo's here. Can someone please explain that to me?
Always with the questions. Won't you put a lid on it for a few minutes, you brat?
I most certainly will not.
Honestly, you two, would you please stop bickering? You're on the same side.
And while I'm getting things off my chest, why the heck did I have to play the decoy who gets caught?
Come now, Paul. It wasn't that bad. Your role was certainly the more exciting one.
Professor, you still haven't explained what happened back there.
I knew we'd be monitored from the moment we stepped foot inside the pagoda, so I wanted to make sure we had at least one trick up our collective sleeve. Don Paolo, master of deception and disguise, seemed like the perfect man to employ for the task.
Because through this game's bullshit rules, he's just able to impersonate anybody of any body size ever. 'Cause logic.
You two are friends? That's the first I've heard of this.
Ha! Don't get it confused, kid. I'm no friend of his. We both want answers to the same questions. So we decided to work together. That's all.
When did this start?
Tell me, Luke, when we visited Dr. Schrader, did anything he said strike you as strange?
Hey, remember in the last game when he kidnapped Flora and pretended to be her somehow? Yeah, that was fun. Remember in the first game when he pretended to be Inspector Chelmy? Yeah, that was fun.
It was his greeting that made me suspicious.
Huh?
Who's that? Oh, it's you, Herschel. And little Luke.
Sure, I remember it. But what of it?
He didn't seem terribly surprised to see little Luke, did he?
Oh, of course. In the future, I'm not a kid anymore. But the doctor didn't even notice.
Precisely.
That means Dr. Schrader was...
Don Paolo in disguise, yes.
What? What did this? Oh my god, this game. Oh.
So you knew he was a fake before he even said 4 sentences. Wow, you're good, Professor.
And said nothing about it for 10 episodes.
That planted the seed of doubt, though I didn't confirm my suspicion until much later.
How do you even arrive at that conclusion? Like, oh, he must know us. Aha, therefore he must be Don Paolo.
Did Don Paolo pose as anyone else?
He probably poses to B for all I know.
Yes, he did a bit of spying on us as Dean Del Mona when we met him last. From the moment I laid eyes on him, it was obvious we were dealing with an imposter.
Amazing. How did you know?
His white hair gave it away.
But white hair seems perfectly natural on a man his age.
Not if he wears a wig. He let me in on his secret some time ago. He's been bald for ages. Don Paolo mistakenly selected a white wig to show how much Dean Del Mona had aged.
Wow, nice work there, Professor.
That sure is unlucky. Especially considering you think that a man who's supposed to be a master of disguise wouldn't make a mistake as fucking idiotic as that. Jesus Christ.
Shortly after that, I confronted Don Paolo and had him tell me everything. It seems Dimitri had been paying him quite handsomely to make sure we headed toward the pagoda. I filled Don Paolo in on all the strange happenings we've witnessed here, and then I requested his assistance in solving this mystery.
Well, that all makes sense, I suppose. But the part I still don't get is why Don Paolo decided he wanted to help us. After all, this is the fellow who tried to run us over with a Ferris wheel.
Among other things.
That's none of your business, brat.
Luke almost got crushed by the Ferris wheel. You sent after him, you idiot! Of course it's his business!
Hey, call me a brat again and just see what happens.
It was Claire, Luke. It all had to do with Claire.
The woman Dimitri was talking about?
Claire was my girlfriend back when I was just starting my academic career. She was a researcher who worked in the same laboratory as Dimitri.
Oh no, so she...
Yes. The last time I saw her, she was on her way to the lab the day of that massive explosion. The oddest thing is that the accident received very little media coverage. It's clear someone with a lot of influence was suppressing information about the incident. I did everything I could to research the matter on my own. My efforts were largely fruitless.
I had no idea.
It's likely that Dimitri feels he is to blame for Claire's death. His obsession with going back in time seems like a twisted version of atonement.
What a terribly sad story. But what does it have to do with Don Paolo?
Well, Luke, as it turns out, Dimitri and I weren't the only ones with strong feelings for Claire.
No way! You mean...
What? Don't act so surprised. I have feelings too, you know.
Sure is lucky all these people had feelings for the same person.
Thanks for meeting me on such short notice, Herschel.
Oh, no. It's my pleasure.
Here, this is for you.
What is it?
A letter, of course. Read it at home.
Why don't you just tell me what it says? I'm right here, after all.
My, you're making this quite difficult. What I want to say is, well, in short, this.
Layton! You! You will pay for this someday!
Why would you...
What was that?
Huh?
Just jump into the... What do you... What am I playing?
Layton has been my arch nemesis ever since that fateful day.
You pathetic, petulant... Where do I even begin? Alright, so first off, everything throughout the past 2 games happened because this idiot over here got his feelings hurt because someone else was dating the woman that he wanted to have a relationship with. It's not like he stole her from you or anything. They had no idea you existed. Okay, so there's that. Also, I find it very funny that the game clearly wants me to actually care about this conflict, but let me tell you, I don't. Cause you know what Don Paolo's done over the past 2 games? Impersonated Shelmy, tried to murder us several times, and kidnapped Flora and impersonated her for almost a whole game. I don't care about this man. He's a sack of shit.
I see.
Yes, though it's worth mentioning that I had no inkling of Paul's crush until he told me himself. He was in the year above me at university. Imagine my surprise when I learned that Don Paolo was none other than my old classmate, Paul.
Okay, so they did know you existed, but still, it's not like it wasn't despite you.
I had no idea you'd been through so much. Sorry for being so mean to you.
He tried to kill you, you idiot!
Ugh. Spare me your sappy sympathy. And my name is Don Paolo. Address me as such, boy.
Luke, this man tried to murder you and kidnapped Flora because his little heart snapped because he didn't get to date the girl he wanted to. Do you understand how that does not equate to... That's not a rational... This game...
Anyway, you put on quite the performance. With you distracting Dmitri, I had just enough time to do some sleuthing in the area.
So that's what you were up to while we were climbing the pagoda. Did you find anything?
Yes, but I need to confirm a few facts before I can connect all the dots.
Then it sounds like that should be our next move. Where to, Professor?
Oh, I'll let you ponder that for yourself. But first, we should head back to the hotel. Flora and the other Luke are waiting for us there.
Oh my god, that chapter was so bad. That was so bad. That was actually horrendous. I'm gonna take a break. I need to take it. I've recorded the past couple episodes back to back to back. I need to take a break. I can't continue with this game right now. This episode was a special brand of stupid. Also, how is this game not done yet? How the hell was that not the final episode? Whatever. Alright, well, that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time. Catch you all tomorrow for some more Professor Layton in the Unwound Future. Goodbye.